Hi folks, Craig Stout, Professor Medicare. Over the years of brokering Medicare plans, there have been a few things that cause a lot of confusion and anxiety for everybody. First and foremost, the question, when do you enroll in Medicare and how long do you have to enroll? We'll look at a couple of scenarios. I'll describe one in this video and deal with the other in my next video. When should you enroll in Medicare? It's simple. You turn 65 and sign up, right? That's complicated. To be eligible for Medicare, you must be 65 and a legal resident of the U.S. for 5 years in a row. People under 65 with a qualifying disability are also eligible. If you have a diagnosis of end-stage renal disease or ALS, you qualify at any age. So if you are 65, non-disabled, no longer working, and have lived in the U.S. for 5 consecutive years, you sign up during your initial enrollment period. But if you currently receive Social Security or railroad benefits or are disabled, you will be automatically enrolled when you become eligible. Okay, let's say you're turning 65 on November 27th. You're no longer working a job that has health care coverage, so you're enrolled in a plan off the ACA exchange. You plan on enrolling in Medicare. Well, you have 7 months to do that. 3 months prior to November birth month, November, and then 3 months after your birth month. That's called a large window, and it's your IEP, or initial enrollment period. Starting on August 1, you can go to ssa.gov and enroll in Medicare Parts A and B. That's called Original Medicare. Now that covers you when you're admitted overnight to a hospital, skilled nursing facility, or hospice. Part B, that covers doctor visits, tests, ER, outpatient surgery, almost everything outside of what Part A covers. We'll go into more detail later, but it's important to understand that your first step towards getting coverage is enrolling in A and B. If you enrolled at ssa.gov in about 3 weeks, you should receive a letter telling your Medicare A and B starts on November 1. But what if you're born on the first of the month? In that case, your Medicare will start the month before your birth month. So if you were born on November 1, then your Medicare would start on October 1. Nice surprise, huh? Once you have that, we can start looking at coverages. You can stay with Original Medicare, choose a Medicare Advantage plan, Part C, or choose a Medicare Supplement plan, and then add a Part D drug plan. We help you make the best choice of coverage based on your healthcare needs and finances. It's a process, and when you complete it, you'll be relieved. We do our best to make it painless. Next, let's look at what you can do if you're still working and have employer coverage. Till next time.